Welcome students. Students, all of you already learnt about different properties of water. In previous video, you learnt about different states of water. Water can pass through small holes. Water flows from high altitude to low. Water maintains its level and take the shape of container. Water expands on cooling. Many lighter things can float on water. Volume increases when water is freezed. You also learnt about the density of water. Also about the unique property of water, that is anomalous behavior of water. Different concepts, that are solution, solvent and solute, and different uses of water. So today we are going to learn about properties of soil. Soil texture, soil structure, and uses of soil and some useful types of soil. Soil testing and causes of diminished soil fertility, and some information about great scientists. Before to start, let us recall what is meant by soil. How is soil formed? What are the ingredients of soil? For getting answers of these questions, have a look on these slides.
Introduction. Soil is the combination of rock, mineral fragments, that is pieces, organic matter which consists of dead and living things, water and air.
Our topic for today is soil formation. Soil is formed by the combination of physical, chemical and biological processes in which huge rocks are broken down into smaller particles over a long period of time. Rocks undergo a process of expansion and contraction in which they expand during the day and contract during the night due to the constant rise and fall in temperature. However, not all parts of a rock undergo expansion and contraction at the same rate, resulting in the formation of cracks. Gradually, these cracks cause the rocks to break down into smaller pieces. With time, these smaller pieces convert into particles and form soil. Water plays an important role in soil formation. Water that gets collected in the cracks of rocks sometimes freezes, which helps in widening the cracks. Also, flowing river water helps in the wearing down of rocks over time, which results in the formation of soil. Strong blowing winds also rub against rocks and help in wearing them down. Lastly, some living organisms like lichens that grow on rock surfaces release certain substances that cause rock surfaces to powder down and form a thin layer of soil.
Layer of earth. The soil itself is not the same throughout. It also has a layered structure. The topmost layer of the soil is called the topsoil. It is very fertile and plants grow in it. Below the topsoil is the subsoil. It is hard with mostly small rocks. Below it is weathered rock fragments where there is little or no plant or animal life. The bottommost layer is the bedrock, which is the starting stage of the earth millions of years ago. It has only big
Color is an important property of soil. The soil gets its color as a result of several processes. The color of soil near land surface is darker than the color of the lower layers. Soil may be of different colors such as black, red, copper, yellow, gray, etc. The colors of soil are useful for its classification. Besides, they are indirectly useful in indicating several properties of the land. In this way, the properties of the soil, such as its fertility, drainage of water, capacity to hold water, become clear from its color. The color of the soil depends upon its texture and its organic ingredients as well as on chemical ingredients like iron, lime, etc. कलर हा मृदेचा म्हणजे सॉइलचा एक महत्त्वाचा गुणधर्म आहे. अनेक प्रक्रियांचा परिणाम होऊन सॉइलला कलर प्राप्त होतो. जमिनीच्या पृष्ठभागाची म्हणजेच मृदेची रंगछटा खालच्या थराच्या रंगछटेपेक्षा गडद असते. मृदा वेगवेगळ्या रंगाची असते, जसे काळ्या रंगाची, लाल, तांबूस, पिवळी, राखाडी रंगाची वगैरे. मृदेचे रंग जमिनीचे वर्गीकरण करण्याकरिता उपयोगी पडतात. तसेच जमिनीचे अनेक गुणधर्म दाखवण्यात अप्रत्यक्षपणे उपयुक्त ठरतात. अशा प्रकारे मृदेच्या म्हणजे सॉइलच्या रंगावरून तिचा कस म्हणजे टेक्स्चर, सुपीकता म्हणजे फर्टिलिटी, पाण्याचा निचरा, पाणी धरून ठेवण्याची क्षमता याबाबतची स्पष्टता येते. मृदेचा रंग तिच्या पोतावर, जैव घटकांवर तसेच लोह, चुना अशा रासायनिक घटकांवर अवलंबून असतो.
To find out water holding capacity of different soil samples by percolation method.
Madam, please explain the process of percolation. Can we examine the water holding capacity of different soil samples by using the method of percolation?
Soil can be differentiated on the basis of size of their particles. Clay soil is finely grained and holds adequate water. Sandy soil is unevenly grained and holds a very little amount of water. Loamy soil is medium grained and holds optimum amount of water and air. Let's perform an experiment to find out water holding capacity of different soil samples by percolation method. The materials required are some samples of dry soil, graduated cylinder, a measuring flask, a beaker, water, a funnel, stand for funnel, and wire mesh. Procedure: take a funnel and place it on a funnel stand. Put a wire mesh in it. Take first soil sample 100 gram and put it in the funnel. Place a graduated cylinder below this funnel. Take 200 milliliter of water in the measuring flask and pour it slowly over the soil in the funnel. As the soil gets wet, the water trickles down into the cylinder. Measure the water collected in the cylinder. Repeat the above process with other samples. Observation: serial number, soil sample, soil quantity, quantity of water poured, quantity of water collected after percolation. 1. A. 100 gram, 200 milliliter. 2. B. 100 gram, 200 milliliter. 3. C. 100 gram, 200 milliliter. Result: the amount of water collected in the cylinder is maximum in the case of sandy soil and least in the case of clay soil. Hence, clay soil has the maximum water holding capacity and sandy soil has the minimum water holding capacity.
नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज सॉइल टेक्स्चर म्हणजेच मृदेचा पोत. सॉइल कंटेन्स पार्टिकल्स ऑफ डिफरंट साइजेस. The structure of the soil is determined by the proportion of particles of the various sizes in it. There are different types of soil on the basis of its texture. म्हणजेच मृदेतील असणाऱ्या विविध आकारमानाच्या कणाच्या प्रमाणावरूनच मृदेचा पोत ठरतो आणि त्याच्या आधारे मृदेचे म्हणजे सॉइलचे वेगवेगळे प्रकार पडतात.
We will learn about different types of soil. So let's start. There are 3 basic types of soil: sand, silt, and clay. All types of soil are mainly made up of small particles of weathered rocks. That is, very small, broken pieces of rocks. And different types of soil are differentiated by the size of rock particles in them. Now let's learn about sand. It is characterized by largest rock particles that do not stick together, and this type of soil, that is, sand, does not hold any water. Sand is fairly coarse and loose, so water is able to drain through it easily. While this is good for drainage, it is not good for growing plants because sandy soil will not hold water or nutrients. Take some sand in a strainer and add water. Water will easily drain through the sand. So sand is not good soil for growing plants because it does not hold water and nutrients that are required for the growth of plants. Now let's see another type of soil, which is called silt. Silt has bigger rock particles than those of sand. It holds some water in contrast to sand, which does not hold any water. Silt is a type of soil which is mainly deposited by rivers. Let's learn more about it. A river, when flows down a mountain, brings with it some weathered or broken rock particles from the mountain. When the river reaches lower areas, it deposits those fine particles on the banks of the river and riverbeds. It seems like very fine sand, which is soft to touch. And this deposited sand is called silt. Now, put some silt in a strainer and now pour water on it. Water will drain through the silt slowly as compared to sand. So silt holds some water and water drains through silt slowly than that through sand. Now we will learn about clay. Clay has the smallest rock particles among all types of soil. They stick together very close to each other. It is very silky and smooth to touch and holds good amount of water. That is, if you add water to clay, much of it will stay in the clay. Now, take some clay in a strainer and now again pour water on it. What do we see? very little amount of water will drain through the soil. And that too, very slowly, because clay holds the water and water drains through it very slowly. Clay does not drain well and does not provide space for plant roots to breathe. So, only clay in the garden is also not a good option, as it won't let plants grow properly. Clay soil is used to grow roses, bergamots, compass plant, and partridge pea. Clay can be fired or dried in the sun to make bricks, which are then used in construction of buildings. Clay combined with straw and sand makes cob, and cob is a construction material which is used to make buildings, ovens, and benches. Clay soil is also used to make walls, floors, countertops, ceramic tiles.
सॉइलचा पहिला प्रकार आहे सँडी सॉइल म्हणजेच रेताड मृदा. या प्रकारच्या सॉइलमध्ये वाळूचे किंवा मोठ्या कणांचे प्रमाण अधिक असते. यातून पाण्याचा जलद निचरा होतो. अशी मृदा मशागत करण्यासाठी फार सोपी असते. यातील वाळूचे कण सिलिकॉन डायऑक्साईड म्हणजेच क्वार्ट्ज या खनिजाचे बनलेले असतात. ते पाण्यात न विरघळणारे असल्याने या मृदेची अन्नद्रव्ये पुरवण्याची क्षमता खूपच कमी असते. सॉइलचा सेकंड टाईप आहे सिल्ट सॉइल म्हणजेच पोयटा मृदा. या प्रकारच्या मृदेतील कणांचा आकार मध्यम असतो. पोयटा मृदा रेताड जमिनीप्रमाणेच मशागत करण्यास सोप्या नसतात, परंतु चिकणमातीच्या जमिनीप्रमाणे मशागत करण्यास जडही जात नाहीत. या मृदेमध्ये जैव घटक मोठ्या प्रमाणावर असतात. या मृदेची अन्नद्रव्ये पुरवण्याची क्षमता खूप जास्त असते, म्हणून या मृदेला गाळाची मृदा असेही म्हणतात. सॉइलचा थर्ड टाईप आहे क्ले सॉइल म्हणजेच चिकण मृदा. या प्रकारच्या मृदेमध्ये मातीच्या सूक्ष्म कणांचे प्रमाण सर्वाधिक असते. चिकण मातीच्या कणांना स्पर्श केला तर ते गुळगुळीत लागतात. या प्रकारच्या मातीमध्ये पाणी धरून ठेवण्याची क्षमता सर्वात अधिक असते. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, व्हाय इज इट डिफिकल्ट टू प्लॉ क्ले सॉइल? सेकंड क्वेश्चन, व्हाय इज इट इझी टू प्लॉ सॅन्डी सॉइल? थर्ड वन, what is the water holding capacity of silt soil? Fourth is, which soil is suitable for cultivation and why? Write the answers of all these questions in your notebook. The answers are based on types of soil. The structure of soil depends upon the different shapes of the particles in it. Soil occurs in the form of columnar म्हणजेच स्तंभाकार, लॅमिनार म्हणजे स्तरीय, ग्रॅन्युलर म्हणजे कणस्वरूप, ॲज वेल ॲज ब्लॉक शेप्ड म्हणजेच ठोकळ्यांच्या स्वरूपामध्ये आढळते. व्हॉट इज द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ सॉइल स्ट्रक्चर? The fertility of soil depends upon soil structure. The advantages of soil structure are as roots get a sufficient supply of oxygen. Water drainage is good. Therefore, the roots of plants grow well. मृदेच्या रचनेवरच जमिनीची सुपीकता अवलंबून असते. चांगल्या मृदा रचनेमुळे मुळांना पुरेसा ऑक्सिजनचा पुरवठा होतो, तसेच पाण्याचा निचरा देखील चांगला होतो. त्यामुळे वनस्पतींच्या मुळांची योग्य वाढ होते. या प्रकारचे फायदे होतात. प्लांट कंजर्वेशन. सॉइल हेल्प प्लांट्स टू ग्रो. Water conservation. Soil holds water. As a result, by means of bunds and lakes, we can get water for use throughout the air. मृदा पाणी धरून ठेवते, यामुळे बंधारे, तळी या माध्यमातून पाण्याचा आपल्याला 12ही महिने उपयोग करता येतो. Plasticity. Soil can be given any required shape. This property of soil is called plasticity. Because of its plasticity, we can use it to make articles of a variety of shapes. These articles can be baked to make them hard. Water storage, earthen pots, earthen lamps, idols, bricks, etc. are articles made from soil. मृदेला म्हणजेच मातीला हवा तसा आकार देता येतो. मृदेच्या या गुणधर्मालाच आकार्यता असे म्हणतात. या गुणधर्मामुळे मृदेपासून आपल्याला विविध आकारांच्या वस्तू बनवता येतात. या वस्तू भाजून टणक बनवता येतात. उदाहरणार्थ पाण्याचे माठ, रांजण, पणत्या, मूर्ती, विटा वगैरे आपण मातीपासून बनवू शकतो. Now some useful types of soil. First one, China clay. It is also called as kaolin. It is a white in color. It is used to make crockeries, bathroom tiles, tanks, laboratory apparatus, masks, jars, etc. चायना क्ले म्हणजेच चिनी मृदा, याला केओलिन असेही म्हणतात. ही पांढऱ्या रंगाची असते. या मृदेपासून कपबशा, बाथरूममधील फरशा, टाक्या, प्रयोगशाळेतील काही उपकरणे, मुखवटे, बरण्या इत्यादी बनवतात. शाडूक सॉइल. इट इज व्हाइटिश इन कलर. इट इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग स्टॅच्यूज अँड आयडल्स. शाडूची मृदा ही पांढरट रंगाची असते आणि हिचा उपयोग पुतळे किंवा मूर्ती बनवण्यासाठी करतात. टेराकोटा सॉइल. This soil is red in color. Decorative articles and pots used for growing plants are made from this soil. टेराकोटा मृदा या मृदेपासून कुंड्या, सजावटीच्या वस्तू बनवल्या जातात. मुलतानी सॉइल. This soil is used in cosmetics. या मुलतानी मातीचा सौंदर्य प्रसाधनामध्ये वापर केला जातो. The proportions of the various ingredients of soil can be determined by soil testing. During soil testing, the soil is examined for color, texture, and the proportion of organic matter in it. Soil is tested to find out if there is a deficiency of any ingredients and to decide what measures should be taken to remove the deficiency. The soil sample collected for testing is dried in an open space in the shade for 8 to 10 days. It is then shifted to a sieve. Two tests, namely the pH and the electrical conductivity tests, are particularly useful in finding out the characteristics of soil. You can determine the fertility of the soil in your fields with the help of different tests. सॉइल टेस्टिंग म्हणजेच मृदा परीक्षण. मृदेचे परीक्षण केल्याने जमिनीतील विविध घटकांचे प्रमाण लक्षात येते. मृदेचा रंग, पोत तसेच त्यातील सेंद्रिय पदार्थांचे प्रमाण मृदा परीक्षणामध्ये तपासले जाते. मृदेमध्ये कोणत्या घटकांची कमतरता आहे व ती दूर करण्यासाठी कोणते उपाय योजावेत हे ठरवण्यासाठी मृदा परीक्षण केले जाते. मृदा परीक्षणासाठी जमा केलेला मातीचा नमुना 8 ते 10 दिवस मोकळ्या ठिकाणी सुकवला जातो. हे सुकवताना तो उन्हात न ठेवता सावलीत ठेवला जातो. नंतर चाळणीतून चाळून घेतला जातो. मातीचे गुणधर्म लक्षात येण्यासाठी pH म्हणजेच सामू आणि विद्युत वाहकता या 2 परीक्षणांचा विशेष उपयोग होतो. विविध प्रयोगांच्या आधारे तुमच्या शेतातील मृदेची सुपीकता तुम्हाला ठरवता येईल. The Danish scientist Sorensen put forth the concept of pH based on the concentration of hydrogen ions to determine the pH of soil. A mixture of water and soil in the proportion 1:2 is taken and tested using several indicators. Accordingly, soil may be found to be one of the following 3 types: acidic soil, that is pH less than 6.5, neutral soil, that is pH 6.5 to 7.5, and alkaline soil is called as a pH higher than, that is 7.5.
Knowing the pH levels of your soil prior to plantation for a healthier garden. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to test the pH levels of your soil at home using vinegar and baking soda. So let's move on. Okay, why do we even need to know this? Because most plants remain healthy in neutral soil. However, a number of plant varieties also thrive in acidic and alkaline depending on their nutritional needs. So it's vital to know which plant is standing where. Let's see whether your soil is acidic, alkaline or neutral. If bubbles appear after the addition of vinegar, the soil is alkaline. If bubbles appear after the addition of baking soda, the soil is acidic. If nothing appears, the soil is neutral. Collect soil from different parts of your garden. I took it from 2 different parts. Divide each soil sample into 2 containers as labeled here. And if you're using kitchen utensils, you want to make sure your mom is not around. In soil 1A, pour half a cup of vinegar and keep it aside. In soil 2A, pour the remaining half of the vinegar. The fizz is quite noticeable. After 10 minutes, soil 2A has prominent bubbles over the surface, whereas soil 1A has no bubbles at all. Hence, soil 2A is surely alkaline. Now that the pH of soil 1 is still unknown, let's find that out. Add 1 tablespoon of baking soda to 1 cup of distilled water and mix well. Pour half a cup into soil 1B and half a cup into soil 2B. Stir and keep aside. After 10 minutes, neither soil 1 nor soil B show any bubbles. To this end, it is proven that soil 1 is neutral and soil 2 is alkaline.
Now, some causes of diminished soil fertility, म्हणजेच मृदेची सुपीकता कमी होण्याची कारणे. First one, soil pH less than 6 or higher than 8, that causes diminished soil fertility. Then second one, low proportion of organic matter. Third, no proper drainage of water. Fourth, repeated cultivation of the same crop. Fifth, continuous use of saline water. And sixth one is excessive use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides may cause diminished soil fertility. Always remember this thing. Soil texture is disturbed if chemical fertilizers are used excessively and that land becomes unsuitable for sowing. Crops should be rotated in order to maintain the fertility of the land. For example, the fertility of land decreases after a harvesting of wheat. Hence, leguminous crops like peanut, moong, moth bean, pea, lentil, Bengal gram, soybean should be cultivated to restore the fertility of soil. म्हणजेच हे नेहमीच लक्षात ठेवा की रासायनिक खते अधिक प्रमाणात वापरल्यास जमिनीचा पोत बिघडतो आणि ती जमीन पेरणीयोग्य राहत नाही. जमिनीची सुपीकता टिकवून ठेवण्यासाठी पिकांची आलटापालट करावी आणि त्यामुळे जमिनीचा कमी झालेला कस भरून निघतो. World Soil Day is celebrated at 5th December every year to make efforts for conservation of soil. Here we complete the properties of soil. Read the text, page number 22 to 24 of textbook carefully and solve exercise given further. Answer the following questions. First, write the types of soil on the basis of its texture. Second, write the uses of soil. Third, write some useful types of soil and their uses. Fourth, what is importance of soil structure? Fifth, what are causes of diminished soil fertility? Sixth, what is the need and importance of soil testing?